Hey! So if you're watching this on the day that I upload it, it is release date for my brand new EP called From Death to I'm So Sorry. And I was asking you guys on Twitter if you wanted to know more about the songs, and most of you did. So this EP is a lot more personal to me and deals a lot more like introspective themes. So I just wanted to kind of decompress all the things that are in the EP. The first song on the EP is called If You Date Enough, Eventually Someone Will Marry You. And I just call it If You Date Enough for short. But it's kind of like a really Fall Out Boy inspired thing going there, but it's got like a spoken word outro. And it's got like a Fall Out Boy long title kind of thing. And this song I kind of talked about on Twitter a bit. It's about kind of that fear that, you know, maybe relationships will never work out for you. Maybe you'll always be alone. Maybe the relationship you just got out of was the best it's ever gonna get. And it's like all downhill from there. And it's kind of a scary thought, and I wrote it at like 2 a.m. I couldn't get to sleep, and I guess it was kind of me just dumping all my feelings on that. And there's like these pre-choruses where it's like the opposite of what normal advice people would give you, and kind of just like comes out of that feeling of like maybe I'm screwed, maybe nothing's gonna work out. And the chorus talks a lot about that weird idea of when you date someone, like giving them so much control over what happens and kind of giving yourself to them and make yourself vulnerable to them, and then having it not work out. So this song was kind of like a really personal thing for me, and I thought it would be perfect for the start of this EP, especially because I was going for all the songs I picked were very more introspective. So that kind of ties in with the second song, which is called When I'm All Alone. And this one, I had kind of written this book of poetry in high school for like a project, and I kind of wanted to screw with the teacher and make it really weird. So I took all like the weird anxieties and depression things that happen with, you know, a lot of you probably can relate to, and I just pushed them to the nth degree. So it was like this really crazy, like murderous character who like kills someone, and it's like this huge story, and it was like, you know, really kind of freaky. And if you've ever read The Killing Joke, and you know anything about the character the Joker, that's kind of what they were going for a lot. So it was kind of inspired by that. So this song, and actually the little spoken word transition from If You Date into this song was one of those poems. And then this song, each of the verses, parts of the beginning of the verse is right out of the poems. So I wanted to kind of bring that message in. But this song overall is about like that one of the hardest things you can do in life is admit you need help from someone, someone who you need the strength from, and sometimes they aren't always there for you. And, you know, people with anxiety, depression, probably know that your family's kind of not always so supportive. So that's what this kind of song is talking about. But this one, you know, it kind of flows through the theme from the poems as well. Okay, the third song is called A Demon Lies in Me. This was actually either the title of one of the poems or a line from one of the poems. And it was kind of, I remember I was listening to like a bunch of more like aggressive pop punky bands. I was coming back from a vacation. I was in the airport about to go home, and kind of the thought for this song popped in my head. And nowadays I've kind of realized that I usually write best when it's all on one go. Back then, this was kind of just me figuring it out, and the song just kind of, the entire thing came to me while I was in the airport waiting for the plane, and I was like going off in the corner like recording little memos of it to make sure I didn't forget. And it's the first time I'd ever tried like a weird guitar riff thing you'll hear in the song. But the actual song is about kind of like one of those more angry ones that I've never really released up until now. We're just talking to someone who maybe like messed you up in your life, and talking about, you know, how you have your depression and your anxieties and your problems, but who are they to take that out on you, and that sometimes those things are there for you more than the people around you. And that's a kind of a weird realization, but, you know, sometimes it's good to be like at peace with who you are. That demon in your head, like the devil on your shoulder thing that, you know, you can be tempted to listen to, and sometimes it's not going to give you the best advice, but sometimes it might seem like it makes more sense than some of the people in your life. So that's like a really weird kind of aggressive song. I hope you like that kind of like inner demon thing going. The last song is called Where Did You Go? This is probably the most personal one and the most like kind of sad one. And this one talks directly, I'm not going to name names, but people in my family who, you know, I have obsessive compulsive disorder, I have depression, anxiety, and, you know, a lot of people around you just won't understand. And I kind of touched on that in a couple other songs, but it's kind of that feeling of being alone, and the people who should be helping you through how you feel are the ones who are, you know, making it worse. So that's what this song kind of talks about, and there's a lot of very personal kind of reasonings behind a lot of the lyrics. This is also where the title of the EP comes from Death to I'm So Sorry. It's kind of that idea that when you're depressed, when you have anxiety, and you get trapped in your head, and all you can think about is all the different bad things in your life, thinking about, you know, what if someone dies, what if you die, and, you know, just all the things you feel sorry for, all the times you felt like a failure. Those are all the thoughts that are always in your head. So that's what this song kind of is drawing on, and that's kind of the main theme of the EP for me. You know, I know there's a lot of people who struggle these kind of things, and, you know, my first EP, I touched on some of it, but like this one, I was in this weird mindset, and these songs are just coming out. So that's kind of the overarching theme, I guess, of this EP is all those struggles that we go through. And I hope that if you have any of these similar problems, I hope you can, you know, get something out of these songs. Really personal, and I really think they can help. Yeah. whew, definitely unpacked all the feelings behind these songs. For sure. Please go check out the EP. If you look in the links in the description, you'll find a link to stream it on YouTube if you're one of those freebie peeps. And you can also get it on iTunes and Spotify and basically anywhere else like Amazon, Google Play, whatever. Just search SomeUndyingVow. Look for the one with the skeleton on the cover. It looks like this. Right? And thank you so much for supporting me, even if you just listen to it for free on YouTube. I don't really give a crap, honestly. You're still helping out, and it still means a whole lot. I'm always on Twitter, and if you ever want to hear more about these songs or anything else, definitely follow me. And this EP, definitely the start of some great things to come. I've got a lot planned, so definitely stay tuned. But I hope you like these 4 songs. I really put my all into them for sure. Thanks so much, and please check out the EP. P.S. If you stay till the end, I just want to put some special thanks in to Justin Bernardez. I've never known how to pronounce your name. Sorry, dude. From Airspoken fame, who produced the entire EP for me. 8 Studios, I think they're called. It's where I recorded the whole darn thing. So, that was a bumpy ride, but thanks so much. Big thanks to my friend Maddie, who runs a clothing line called Spirited Blow. That Totes should have been wearing one of her shirts to promo it, but she did the album art and she rocks. So go check out her clothes. Bye.